Hello everyone! Today I'm going to show you some tips and tricks for beginners in Anno 1800. If you never played an Anno before, it can be a bit confusing sometimes, but it's not all that hard. So my first tip, the most important thing that I think, or the one thing I couldn't find in the beta was you can order ships to move to another region. Like here is a button and you can just click this and then say it should go to the new world, which, like, if you just look at it, it's completely unlabeled. So we can actually do that and then confirm it, and now it sails off to the other world. Then we'll appear somewhere up here. You can also do this, of course. You can also go back, same way, no problem there. You can actually see where they are. These are my cargo lines. You can see between. You can also zoom around here. If you have an expedition, you can also see the ship going to the expedition. It also works. You can go into this menu by pressing space. It's the world map. You can also access it through here. Right, next up, building tips. Small building tip is to just have streets between every other house. That's how I did. You don't have to do it that close, but it just keeps fire down. You still get some fires, but actually here it's pretty good. Like I get considerably less fire than in my other cities, which I didn't do it that way. Sickness still would be a problem. It's still too dense for just to sickness to spread. Like it's still medium probability, but it's still better than not having roads at all. Definitely the fire station in your steel factory or your steel and cannon production, stuff like that. Because even now, with roads in between everything, probability is still very high. So yeah, they're gonna explode actually. They can explode, and this definitely advisable. Have a fire station there. Be ready. You have to rebuild some factories from time to time. But overall, if you have a fire station, it's pretty easy. Right, more building tips. If you're new to Anno, you probably don't know, you can do a right click and then you get a little pop-up menu where you have the most important stuff. Especially really good is the copy tool. You can just copy and build the same thing that you already have down. So you don't have to search it through this convoluted menu down here. You can also demolish right here. It's also here. Another good thing is the upgrade tool. You can also access this by pressing the U key on your keyboard, and now you can see everyone who wants to upgrade and just click everyone. We're not going to do it now because it's going to change my workers. So you can upgrade this one. So it's just going to tell you where it wants to upgrade and if you have the available building returns. Thank you. Then other shortcuts are S for roads, or just a normal path, which is really practical. You don't have to go through the menu. It's also in here, but it's easier to just press S. Then if you press B, you hide or bring up your building menu, and with N you can switch between B and then you can switch between naval and build mode. So if you go on the sea, it automatically switches to naval, and then you're back on the island. And just doesn't switch back to build mode. You can just press B and it comes back up. It's really helpful. Next tip is if you're low on money. I'm really doing fine now, but I haven't done fine all the time. Something really important is stuff like this. See, it's not perfect now, but it can be better. If you have never hovered above or never paid attention to the menu, see, now they're getting sick again. If you never have paid to this menu, you can see every citizen does pay you extra money for every goods basically they get. Not for power for some reason, but for everything. They give you more money, and for luxury goods they give you quite some more money. So if you see here, they give you 50 extra coins if you have rum, and rum is one of the most important things. So get rum, it gives you a lot of money. If you way before that and you want a quick buck because you had to pay off a pirate or something that it doesn't attack you, you can actually sell ships. I already parked one up here. So you have these buttons, sell ship. He's gonna pay you quite a bit for a ship of the line. He will also pay you about 21,000 for a frigate. That's also really good because it doesn't need that much materials. Yes, it's 15 cannons. You can also pay him just sell him the small ships here. Like these ones. Look, that's just my trade routes. but that works too. That's really, yeah. Those are the most important tips for beginners, I think. If you have any more questions, just ask me in the comments. I will try to be helpful. Thanks for watching.